Hello everyone, the best day of the week has arrived and it is Tuesday. And you know what that means, it is time to be entertained while learning with another Tech Tip Tuesday video. Today we are going to talk about some time-saving techniques that you can use in JobBOSS just by right-clicking. So let's get started. The first time-saving technique we want to show you today is picking materials for a job. Now, one of the ways you can do it that is not a time-saving way to do it is by going under the Material Control module and choosing the Pick Material function. But we're actually going to show you an easier way you can do it if you already have the job opened up in JobBOSS. If you go to the Material tab of the job and right-click on the line you want to pick, you have an option called Pick Material. When you choose Pick Material, this is going to bring into the pop-up all of the items that are listed as a pick for this job. And I can, right from this window, pick the items that I want to pick accordingly. So what I'm going to do is expand the area here above the grid and go into my stud ball. I'm going to pick it from A11, and we're going to pick the 200 that we need and hit my green check mark, and there we go. We've picked the 200. Just have to close and save out of that window, and now those 200 for the stud ball have been picked accordingly. So that's one time-saving technique. Another one is using the same tab in the job, and that is with purchasing your materials, you can actually purchase and create the PO right from the job. And so what we're going to do is our item here, our stud clinch, is a buy item. And so I can create the purchase order right from this tab. All I need to do is right-click and choose Create Order. And then within this Create Order window, I can either create a brand new purchase order or type in a purchase order number that has already been created and just add this buy to that purchase order. So I'm just going to go ahead and auto number my PO and put on my vendor, and pretty much the only thing I need to change here is the due date. Once I click OK, now that PO has been created. I just need to click Save to save my changes. Now, we certainly don't want anyone that uses sales orders to feel left out of the conversation. We actually have some time-saving techniques for you also. You still will use the time-saving techniques that we had mentioned before when you are building finished goods for stock, but in sales orders on the Detail tab, we have a few different things you can do. One of the first things you can do here once you're in your sales orders is you can easily pick finished goods from inventory. That is one of the steps that you need to do when you are shipping from a sales order. And if the sales order is up on the screen, I can do it right from here. All I need to do is right-click on the line item and choose Pick Parts. That's going to open up the Pick Sales Order window, which again, as long as I'm in the sales order, I can do right from here. I can put in the quantity that I'm picking, so I'm picking my 100, tabbing off, hitting the green check mark, and now that item has been picked accordingly. Now that was a great time-saving measure rather than going under the Material Control module and using the Pick Sales Order function to go ahead and pick that sales order accordingly. Again, I could do it right from the sales order here, which worked out perfectly. The other time-saving measure that we can do is really designed for those that have maybe blanket orders. So what I can easily do if I want to replicate this line, alright, I don't have to recreate it. I can easily copy it just by right-clicking on the line I want to copy. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and right-click on this line and choose Copy Sales Order Line or Copy SO Line, and that's going to go ahead and recreate that line just as a second line item. And so I can easily then go ahead and create different line items for different months. Maybe we have 100 going out each month, and this one is for April 9th, something like that. All right, or maybe April 10th, since that's a Sunday. So we can easily manage blanket orders through sales order entry also, and not have to recreate the wheel or the line each time. By choosing new line, we can just copy the sales order line accordingly. Well, there are other tips and tricks that you will learn as you continue to watch the different Tech Tip Tuesday videos. So keep watching to learn how you can better your game with JobBOSS. That wraps up our video for today. Have a great Tuesday, and we will see you again in a couple of weeks for another Tech Tip Tuesday video.